Hello, everybody. This is NCL Commissioner Casey O'Brien. A little under the weather tonight, so pardon my runny nose and my voice here, my stuffed up voice here. But wanted to spend some time talking about NCL in the classroom, and we're going to wait here about 30 seconds while we're building the audience. So for those that didn't have a chance to check out the live stream here. Right? Tell your colleagues, tell your fellow students that we will be making this available via the NCL YouTube channel. So first off, I want to talk about where you can go to get information about integrating NCL in the classroom, and the best place to go is the NCL website, and that's nationalcyberleague.org. And across the top there are some links. One, you'll want to check out spring season. So we're going to be doing a full spring season, the first time since we found the NCL in 2011. Right, we founded the NCL with the notion that students would be able to compete year round, as opposed to a lot of the competitions that exist. It's a one and done. It's a playoff system. You may get to compete in one competition, right? But with the NCL, we want to go year round. In the spring, this upcoming spring 2017, we'll realize on that vision. So you'll want to check that out. You'll also want to check out the NCL in the classroom link on the NCL site, and that's going to have additional items of interest that I talk about. So let's get into it. How can I integrate NCL in the classroom? What I'm about to describe are different ways in which faculty have included the National Cyber League in the classroom. So one is there's a preparation guide available on that NCL in the classroom link on the NCL site. This was written by a faculty, Stephen Miller, who's used NCL for the past couple seasons in his classes, and it includes a preparation. It's got some good suggestions on how you might organize a club, how you might think about organizing those activities to coincide with NCL activities. It's got a sample syllabus, it's got some recommended textbook and instructional materials. So the first thing I encourage folks to do is to check out the preparation guide. We also have some sample syllabi. So the fall season was designed around CompTIA Security Plus and EC Council Certified Ethical Hacker exam objectives. So the lab exercises available in the gymnasium were designed around those exam objectives, as were the challenges in the games that were available in the stadium powered by Cyber Skyline, right? We aligned the lab exercises with the game challenges. And we have some sample syllabi available for faculty teaching either of those types of courses. And they go into great detail about the lab exercises and how they map to the various exam objectives that I just described from CompTIA and EC Council, recommended instructional materials, even a course sequence, how you might lay out your course to coincide with the competencies being tested in the NCL games. So that's the second resource, sample syllabi. Third is we have past challenges available on the NCL site, and that would be available under the fall season or spring season links. There's a preparation section, and we make a range of challenges available for students to work through either on their own or as part of classroom assignments, either graded assignments or extra credit or supplemental lab assignments. So I want you to check out those. We will be making a range of challenges available from this fall season, so we'll be building on those challenges that are available in the fall season and spring season links on the NCL site under the preparation section. We've rolled out a new coach dashboard effective as of yesterday. It's still a work in progress, but a really nice first version that allow coaches to see, amongst other things, those players that have listed them as a coach, and then be able to drill down and see those players' performance in both individual and team play. So you get a breakdown of their ranking nationally out of the total number of participants in each game, how they did in each of the various competencies that were tested in the games themselves, and then a further breakdown of the challenges by competency. And we're going to be adding to that in the next week or so. We'll be adding a scouting report link, which will take all of that information available in the coach dashboard and make that as a downloadable PDF. Students will also be able to download their scouting reports as well as certificates of participation. But this coach dashboard, we think, is going to be a real nice feature as more and more faculty include NCL in the classroom. And then in terms of the games themselves, as a last way to integrate NCL in the classroom, again, coaches have treated that differently. Some make it required homework. Some make it supplemental homework. Some make it extra credit. Some make it none of the above. Some use the games and they try to solve the challenges within the classroom itself. So those are the ways the ways in which folks can integrate NCL in the classroom. And I got some questions here I want to go to now. How long will the gyms be open? The gyms will be open through December 16th. So you've got till December 16th to get in and practice some of the lab exercises. The stadium, of course, is closed. The last game, the postseason game, finished on Monday the 5th, and so those challenges, of course, aren't available beyond the game frame. I should say the time frame of the games, that is. Let's see. Hi, students couldn't answer quite a bit. Any way they can get instructions on how to answer the questions now that the competition is over? Like I said, we'll be making a sample of the challenges available, so look for future announcements on that. And we'll make those available in the preparation section of both the fall season and spring season links on the NCL website, along with how you any required documents you need, if there's JPEGs or associated PCAP files, trace files, whatnot. We'll of course make those available, and then in addition, how you actually solve the challenge. My students work on this all extracurricular, but that may change in the near future. Are there plans to keep the games in spring and fall both now? I think what you mean, Mark. Yes, so I think what you mean is, are there going to be games in the spring and the fall? And the answer is yes. Spring 2017 will be the first full season. We did a spring training last spring where we just made a sample, a range of challenges that is available from the stadium, available for a nominal fee. It was like $10, but with no labs available in the gym. So the spring will be the first full NCL season where we will have labs and games available, but much like we do in the fall. So this will be the first year in which we're running NCL year-round, and we'll continue. I will use that coach dashboard, Mark says. Yeah, thank you, Mark. I think it's going to make life a lot easier, especially for coaches that are integrating NCL in the classroom, right? And they want to be able to have insight into how their players are doing, both what they're doing well, challenges they're having in the stadium environment, be able to download performance metrics so they can use that either for grading purposes or just to help change curricula. Love the coach dashboard. Thanks, Tom. For those that came late, we're still working on the scouting report capability. So the ability for you as coaches to be able to basically click a link and download a PDF with all of that content available per student in a downloadable PDF. That scouting report will, of course, be available to players along with certificates of participation, but we haven't had a utility for coaches to be able to do that up until now. And so, of course, we'll be then integrating that capability from the beginning of the season, starting in the spring. What do I need to do to volunteer for Midwest 2017 competition? You can send an email to info@nationalcyberleague.org. We're always looking for volunteers to help. So appreciate that, Kelia. How do I get started? I'm a one-man department in a small college. Al, reach out to me. Send an email to info@nationalcyberleague.org, and we can set up a call, on how you can integrate NCL in the classroom. But the first place I would encourage you to go is to the nationalcyberleague.org website and click on the NCL in the classroom link on the top. There's some videos of instructors that are talking about how they've used NCL. There's a preparation guide. There's some sample syllabi. There's some various resources there, and I'm happy to set up a time to talk to you. So that's really it. So in a nutshell, check out the NCL in the Classroom link on the NCL site. Be sure to check out the preparation guide on that page specifically. Be sure to check out the sample syllabi. Be sure to look for the preparation link on both the spring season and fall season links on the NCL site. That's got a sample or a range of challenges from previous seasons. We'll continue to add to that collection. And again, so you can use those for homework assignments, extracurricular activities, activities to be used in clubs. Be sure to check out the coach dashboard. And of course, the games themselves are always a great way to include those either in the classes or as supplemental homework assignments or extra credit. And so that's it. Thanks for joining. Hope you all have a great weekend and take care.